I'm an addict for sneakers.
Sneaker addicts, what up? It's your boy Delz back with a brand new episode, hitting you with an early look right before they drop these Lebron 14s in this red and black colorway. I feel like this shoe was supposed to release like a month ago, but they kept pushing the release date back. No clue why. I've had a lot of LeBron fans hitting me up like, dude, what is going on with this shoe? I wanted to pick it up. How come it hasn't released? Some people heard that they scrapped the colorway, which I didn't think was the case, because why would they? I couldn't see why they would. And in my opinion, there's one of the better colorways. Definitely. It looks good in this one right here. In red with that black stripe going down. Looks good. With that said, let's get up close. Break them down. We've got a mesh and fuse upper, as you can see right there. And you have dynamic fly wire looping on your rope laces. And then you have some speckle in black over white. I think it looks good. And then you have your swoosh on your strap right there. The thing I don't like about the shoe is the ankle area. I don't like how it looks. Looking at the outsole, you have hex zoom pads on the forefoot, one in the middle, and a bigger one on the heel. Looking at the medial side of the shoe, I recommend going true to size as far as the fit. Some people say to go up half a size. If you have a wide foot, go up half a size definitely, or if you like having some room. And you have that keychain right there, which I like. I like the keychain. The bird's eye view on the toe, going up, your rope laces, your strap, and then you have like a pull strap up top, and it has the number 23 right there. And then behind the tongue, you have just a kid from Akron. And then you have your pull strap on the back, and then your LeBron logo going down. And there you go with a close-up HD look at these shoes that will be out on Saturday, 4/15, for a retail of around $160, give or take, maybe $175. I like this shoe in this colorway. Also, this was a nice colorway here, the Nike Mag inspired one. Really nice details. If you're a fan of Back to the Future, you really should watch the review I did. There's a lot of Back to the Future references on this shoe, especially on the insole and behind the tongue. Definitely watch my review. Just search DJ Delz Nike LeBron 14 Air Mag, or there'll be a pop-up hopefully somewhere on the screen you'll see. But it's definitely worth watching if you're interested in the shoe. And again, back to these, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you like them, if you hate them. Leave your thoughts. Never try to convince people to like a shoe or dislike a shoe. I just like to break them down for you and let me know what you think of them. Leave your comments, leave your thoughts. Make sure to subscribe if you're new here. We got over 2,000 sneaker reviews here. It's a lot of content. And I'm going to hit you with some bonus content now. I do a podcast on my other channel, The Delz Show on YouTube. If you're not subscribed there, subscribe there for bonus content. This is a new podcast. I talk about the new Star Wars movie, a lot of sneaker talk, wrestling talk, and much more. So let's get into that. Dude, what's good? Welcome to a brand new podcast. It's Friday. Man, it's nice outside. I'm happy to be alive. Let's get into what I want to speak about first, and that is Star Wars Celebration 40 years. They released the trailer to Episode 8, Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. And man, I thought the trailer was cool. I wasn't like wowed. You know, the first time watching it, I definitely like caught a little bit of goosebumps. I was watching with my kids. So I guess I was a little bit like, I wouldn't say wowed. I was just like getting that feeling like of excitement. But when it was done, I wasn't like, oh my God, that trailer was amazing. That's just me though. I know other people, they're like, best trailer ever. Like for real, people are saying that. I thought for The Force Awakens, that trailer was amazing. It just brought so much emotion. But I think it's because of the fact that it was something we never thought was ever going to happen. Seeing more Star Wars movies with Luke, with Leia, with Han Solo, like the original cast. It was like, you know, a dream come true. And now we're on episode 8. We knew it was coming. There's excitement, but it wasn't like, you know, that same vibe as episode 7. The first shot, you see like a rock, and then all of a sudden, you know, the music just turns up, and you see Rey's hand smash onto the rock. She's out of breath. It looks like she's being trained by Luke, and you can hear Luke's voice in the background saying, breathe, you know, breathe, reach out. And then he's like saying, what is he saying? He's saying, what do you see? And then she responds, the light. And then darkness, she says after that. And when she says darkness, you see a helmet, and it looks like it's Kylo Ren's helmet. That's what I'm assuming. But I don't know if I'm going crazy or not. Let me know if I'm going crazy or you're hearing this too. Go back and watch the trailer. I feel like I hear Vader inhaling or exhaling, either one or the other. It's just like, you hear it, and then you hear the Emperor or Snoke. It may be one or the other really lightly. Like, you really got to listen to it. Once again, I may be going crazy, but I checked it a couple of times. I definitely hear like the Emperor or Snoke saying something about the dark side. And let me know if you're listening on iTunes or on SoundCloud. Hit me on Twitter at DJ Delz and tell me you're not going crazy, I heard it too, or you're going crazy, you're not hearing the Emperor or Snoke. Let me know. Hit me at DJ DELZ. And then after that, you also hear Rey say the balance. Like, she's saying what she sees, I'm assuming. And then you see, like, I think it's like Luke's hand. It may not be, but there's like some kind of design, like a sign, you know. And they're like looking at it. It's like some artwork. And then you hear Luke's voice saying, it's so much bigger. Something like that. Don't quote me, but something in that nature. Then you see like a lot of quick shots throughout it. You see Leia from behind. She looks like she's like looking at that map where you know, when they were trying to find the map and put it all together in episode 7. And it's a quick shot. You also see Finn. It looks like he's in like a Baphomet tank getting healed. You see BB-8 and Poe Dameron, and there's a shot of them being attacked. You also see Kylo Ren real quickly, and he's got the same lightsaber, and I thought maybe they would change it up because he was supposed to be going to train. And from my understanding, I took it like that was like very amateur, like his first lightsaber. So I thought maybe they were gonna give him like a regular one this time, like, or something new. Maybe it's in the beginning of it, but I thought that was gonna be gone. I didn't think we were gonna see that lightsaber back. You do see a scar. It's very small though. It doesn't look like I assumed. I thought it was gonna be like a bigger kind of gash on his face. And then the big thing at the end is Luke. He says something like, I only know one truth. It's time for the Jedi to end. And that's like the end. And that just like blows my mind. Like, what is going on here? What is he thinking? What is the deal with that? I mean, you know, I've heard rumors that Luke is going to go bad eventually. Like, he's going to, as they say in wrestling, have a heel turn and become the bad guy. I hope not. I want Luke to be the good guy. He was my childhood hero growing up. I don't want to see him bad. I don't want to see no kind of like turn with him. And I hope that doesn't happen. I hope he stays the good guy. I hope he doesn't die. But I have a funny feeling Luke is going to go eventually. There was like a continuation to the flashback where you seen like a different angle, it looked like, of the Jedi Temple being burned. Like on episode 7, you could see like fire, and then you can see Luke's hand on R2-D2, I'm pretty sure. But on this trailer, it looks to be the Jedi Temple on fire. All in all, it was a cool trailer. I'm super excited to see the movie, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so like, you know, I gotta admit something. Like, there's something about these new movies that I don't like, man. Like, when I seen Rogue One, I was like, this is a good movie, and it keeps the Star Wars legacy going, but it's not messing with like the original trilogy. And like, seeing Han Solo die, I don't know, man. Like, I watched episode 7 a few more times, and I really liked the movie, but it really pissed me off that they killed Han Solo. Like, It really bothers me as a Star Wars fan. It really pissed me off. So, I don't know. Part of me doesn't like these new movies as a Star Wars fan. I think some people will relate to what I'm saying. Some people are going to be like, hell no, I love Star Wars. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. But sometimes, you know, a story has to end. And I felt like the way that it ended at Jedi, with that movie, Return of the Jedi, they should have just left the shit alone, man. Leave it alone. Like, how you going to kill Han Solo? You know, let him live forever. And now, like, Carrie Fisher passed away. Now, what are they going to do with Carrie Fisher? But what's done is done. Episode 7 came out. Episode 8's coming out. As much as I liked Episode 7, I just don't like seeing the original cast dying. Like, it kind of bothers me. Pisses me off. It pisses me off, man. As a diehard Star Wars dude, I just don't like that. I hate that. And one thing I want to speak about, too, on this podcast is the terrible loss of Charlie Murphy. Unreal. I mean, so sad. Passing away from leukemia. 57 years old. So young. So talented. I met him once. Real nice guy. I was actually on Chappelle's show. For people that don't know, yeah, I was in the first season of Chappelle's show. I played a reporter in the Star Wars scene. Check it out. I have like hair. It was a long time ago. Real long time ago. But when they were shooting the last part of the Chappelle show, the last season, you know, Dave wasn't a part of the show anymore besides his skits. He wasn't around to do like the setups for each skit. You know, when he's on stage with the live audience. I'm pretty sure it was DJ Green Lantern who was playing the music. So I went over there to that taping. Me and I'm pretty sure it was my friend TJ. Shout out to TJ. It was dope being over there. And I talked to Charlie Murphy after because he's friends with someone that I'm friends with. And it was cool meeting Charlie Murphy because I think Charlie Murphy's so damn funny, man. So talented. It's just such a shame, you know, hearing that he died from leukemia. So many people died from that, and it's such a terrible way to go, you know. My thoughts and prayers to his family. I did a tribute on my Sneaker Addict channel, the Sneaker Addicts. Check it out. It's a pretty dope tribute. I showed the pair of Jordans that they put out inspired by him playing this character, Leroy Smith. So check it out. Just search DJ Delz Charlie Murphy tribute on YouTube. You'll be able to watch it. And we're going to do some Q&A. I'm not going to do a lot because I already skimmed through it. There's a lot of questions that I just don't want to answer. Like, people are asking me to speak about certain other YouTubers. I'm not wasting my time talking about them. You guys should know how I feel about people that are reviewing shoes 6 months in advance and all types of crap like that. You guys should know how I feel about that. You should know that I don't like that. I don't get down with all that. And you guys should stay away from that. If you want to not get burnt, don't go play with fire. You know, like, don't go cop a sneaker that doesn't come out for 6 months and worry if it's fake or not. Like, if you're going to do that, then don't worry if it's fake or not. Like, but if you want a legit pair, don't get a pair of sneakers 6 months in advance or 4 months in advance. Yeah, the shoe may look pretty similar to what it looks like. It may even look better than the real thing because honestly, I've seen some of the replicas out there and they look the same or even better than the actual real deals. Just from me seeing it on YouTube and on Instagram, the shoes look all the same. But, you know, so many people want me to speak about like Scoop 208 and all these people. I got nothing to say about Scoop 208. Like, there's nothing to say about him, you know. You guys know what time it is, so why do I have to put my 2 cents into it? First question I got from Shumanati 216. Thoughts on the Undertaker retiring? I felt like it was his time to retire. He's getting old, and I think that, you know, WWE really believes in Roman Reigns, so he's the best one to defeat him. Even though I'm not a Roman Reigns fan, like, the company believes in this man, so why not have him be the one to end his career? But I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back. Me personally, I would have loved to see AJ Styles be the one to end Undertaker's career. I feel like AJ Styles is just taking over WWE. He's the greatest talent in 2017 as far as on this live roster right now. That's my opinion, though. He's the second coming of Shawn Michaels. That's what I think. Let me know what you think, though, definitely. Shout out to Shumanati. He got his YouTube channel. Check him out. Next we got from San. He writes, why can't I get a pair of Yeezys? I haven't been able to get them in 2 years, too. It's not easy. Next we got from TD writes, are the Cherry 12s coming out this year? I hope so, but I haven't heard much about it. Next we got from Reetz. He writes, how's the dog? My dog is, if you're talking about Pequeño Juan, I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast, but I did speak about it on my social media and through the GoFundMe. My dog has about 6 months to live, maybe less, because during all the vet visits, we found out that he has lung cancer and he has a tumor in his heart. So there's so much going on. And I got to thank everyone that contributed to helping Pequeño Juan. And, this is definitely a tough time for me. This is my first dog I ever owned. I always wanted a dog when I was a kid, but my father wouldn't let me. And this was my first dog ever. And, I consider him like more than just like a dog. Like, he's family to me. I almost consider him like a son of mine. So it's heartbreaking. And then he writes, how can I buy some kicks? Just look at my story timeline on my Instagram. I'm not selling like rare Jordans, rare Yeezys. I'm selling like general release stuff. So if anyone's looking for like rare stuff, it's not being sold. I'm just trying to thin my collection down. A lot of people got it twisted. Next we got from El Cuba. I say Cuba because I have a friend from the Washington Heights area that I call him Cuba. So that's why we say that. I know he's corrected me a bunch of times. This dude, El Cuba 85. He writes, what's my thoughts on the hype of the silver bullets? And my opinion on it is, the shoe is limited, so of course everyone wants it, Like, that's the whole thing. Like, when something's limited or worth money on a resale tip, people want it. If I miss your question, I keep losing my place. I apologize. Let's see. Seared 808 writes, what's my next Jordan pickup? I don't really know. I'm not really that excited about anything that's coming out anytime soon, to be honest with you. Next we got from Bundy. He writes, he bought 2 pairs of Jordans, one from Nike and one from Foot Locker, and they both seem to be different. What's my thoughts on that? I would recommend contacting both of them and email them photos of both of them and say, hey, what's going on here? Next we got from Michael Francisco. He writes, have I tried out the NMD R2s? No, but I want to. I did see them. If you guys want me to actually shoot a video, I will. My friend got a pair of them. But I'm not going to do it on full look because I'm not buying the shoes. As I said, I'm on a tight budget. I was just talking about my dog. The expenses are high. I did a GoFundMe, but it's still a lot of money that's still being put into everything. And, I'm on a budget right now. But the shoe, I don't really like how it doesn't have those, like, foam hits on the midsole. Those, like, blocks. I don't like how they removed it on the front side view. I don't like how they did that. I like that look. Next we got from Life and Times 24. He writes, why isn't the Air Max 1, Air Max 90, Air Max 95 as popular as they used to be? I think it's just because there's more options. You got the Adidas putting out all these awesome Boost shoes, and then you also have like Saucony putting out amazing shoes, New Balance, Asics. So there's a lot of options out there. And Nike, is charging too much for Air Maxes. It's ridiculous how much they want for them. Key to Success wants to know my thoughts on the UNC lows versus the Pantone 7s. I would definitely go with the Pantone 7s. Bam wants me to talk about the Cherry 11 lows versus the UNC lows. I would go with the UNCs. And Sneak Geeks 87, shout out to him. Check out his YouTube page. He wants to know, how am I doing? We need to get a beer sometime. Definitely, man. Shout out to Sneak Geek 87. He got a YouTube page. Check him out. And I'm doing good. I mean, I've had better days, but I'm alive. You know, that's great, right? And the next question from E. Price the King. What is other popular sneakers after Jordans in your humble opinion? I would say all those Boost shoes and Sauconys, and those are what's really popping. That's it for today's podcast. Leave your comments, leave your thoughts. I love seeing a lot of comments, so leave your comments if you're on YouTube. If you're listening on iTunes, please share this. As I was saying earlier, this costs me money to put on iTunes, and please, if you listen to this on iTunes, join the Patreon. It's $2. You know, I have hundreds of people that listen to it. Everyone joins the Patreon. I would be able to not have to pay to put this up for you guys to listen to. So join the Patreon, and you could win something every month. I'm hoping that you guys show that love if you enjoy listening to this. And also have the t-shirts. That will also help with this show. So please show that love and support. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to go to TheSneakerAddict.com for your sneaker news. And also, if you're listening to this on YouTube over at the Delz Show, make sure to subscribe here. And that's it for today's podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Much love. We out.